First brush we're going to be picking up is the N24 brush. This is really designed and based off a very classic artistry shape that has been around forever. This is not a groundbreaking shape. However, this is the kind of shape and the size and the density that every pro makeup artist, makeup lover, makeup wearer needs in their collection. And I really stand by this because it's one of those sizes and shapes that as a working makeup artist, I've always had to have a shape like this clean and readily available to do my client's makeup. The first thing I'm going to do is actually carve out and clean up underneath my brow bone using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. The shade that I have is Custard. What I do is saturate both sides of the N24 brush. You can see it's saturated on both ends. And we're going to use this to sculpt out and highlight right underneath the brow bone. This is something you see me do all the time. This brush was really on the top of my list as far as shapes, sizes, and densities that I really want to create with BK Beauty, because with my original 7-piece set, this brush was definitely missing in that collection. And it was a brush shape and size that I've always needed, like I mentioned, for my makeup applications when I'm out in the field doing makeup on other people and also just on myself. So I really want to create a brush that had this classic artistry shape and that would be multitasking for so many things. You'll see me do so many things with this brush. This brush is really going to be a multitasker for you when it comes to detailing work, even spot concealing, but laying down any kind of cream concealer, cream contour, cream highlight, or liquid concealer. This brush is going to lay down the groundwork, and then you could then go in and blend it out with a more diffusing brush like the N20. Now, don't get caught up trying to remember how to use every single brush. I really want you to get in there and be your own pro and experiment with all these brushes, all different 8 brushes that are in this set. It's important to use them in unique ways, find different uses for them. Let me inspire you with what to use them for, and let me guide you, but ultimately don't limit yourself. Get in there and be creative. This with the N24 brush are going to be a packer dream. So you're going to pack on this color with this brush, and it's going to saturate the eyelid or anywhere you're putting this eyeshadow with ease. So what I like to do is dip brush onto the doe foot, evenly coat the bristles, just like that. From here, I'm going to use a tapping motion. The density of this brush will really pack on the pigment. You can also wet this brush to use for a metallic finish with your eyeshadows. So if you have a shimmer eyeshadow that's just not hitting, wet the brush, pack on the shimmer, and it'll intensify it. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is a very timeless brush. It's a very classic, iconic shape in the makeup artistry industry. This is a kind of shape that everyone needs in their collection. This brush is not only great for like packing on one color all throughout a makeup look, but it's also really great for shading on the bottom lash line. So I'm going to show you really quickly just by using the tip of the brush, dipping into one of these Makeup by Moira Master Mattes, the neutral palette shadows. We're going to use this to gently shade the bottom lash line, locking in that liquid shadow that we placed earlier with the N22 and just creating a soft shaded effect. So multi-purpose, multifunctional. A packer brush like this is going to be your best friend.